Amy Duggar shared a cryptic tweet listing traits of a sociopath only weeks after her cousin Josh was found guilty and jailed for possessing CP. The rebel cousin has not held back in a recent series of tweets on her thoughts about what's best for her family's image moving forward. In Amy's most recent tweet, she simply listed traits of a sociopath. Amy listed that these included lack of remorse, guilt or empathy, constant deception, inability to form emotional attachments, superficial charm, dishonesty, manipulative, reckless behavior. This tweet came only weeks after her cousin Josh was found guilty for the possession of CP, and fans were quick to assume Amy was throwing shade. One tweeted in response, now who does that sound like? A second said, fits so many people. Others were quick to name names, posting equals Josh Duggar and definitely Josh. Earlier this week, Amy shared yet another cryptic tweet. In full, the quote read, "My comfort comes from knowing God is in control, even in the chaos." She did not include any additional context, but has been speaking out about Josh since the trial began. Amy hasn't just spoken out against Josh, but rather in support of cousin Jenna Duggar. After Josh was found guilty in his CP trial, it came out that Jenna had been charged with child endangerment. Amy recently lashed out at Jenna's parents, Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, accusing them of taking advantage of their eldest daughter. She shared her thoughts on the matter on Twitter, sharing a rant about people who use older children as built-in babysitters. Amy held nothing back in her rant. She wrote, "I believe that if you're a parent, you should watch your own children. It's not right to always have someone else watching them for you." Okay, let me clear something up. I'm not talking about loving good parents that work and provide for their families. I support that, of course. I'm talking about people who rely on aunts or friends or anyone that takes advantage of people just simply because they can. In another tweet, Amy continued, "Your kids, even your older kids, should not be your built-in babysitters. Your kids, no matter what their age is, should be able to live a normal adolescent life. Helping out every once in a while is great, but if you're gonna have that many kids, then be responsible for them." Amy did not mention names specifically, but it's worth noting that Jenna had spent much of her childhood and now her adult life helping out with the younger Duggar kids. She is the oldest unmarried Duggar and has taken on the role of babysitting friends' children, as well as her siblings and her siblings' children. The charges against her came as a shock to fans. Last weekend, Amy tweeted that she actually stands for her family values as the star shaded Jim Bob again after he promoted his state senate run. This is the second time Amy threw shade at Jim Bob, as previously she seemed to allude to her uncle as she urged for real therapy in a tweet. In the tweet, Amy wrote, "I was told last night that I should run for Senate." She indicated that she found the idea of running against Jim Bob humorous by adding a laughter emoji. Amy continued, "They told me that I was bald and that I actually stand for family values and that my closet doesn't hide any skeletons, lies or deceit. Haha, politics are definitely not my thing, but I can't help but wonder how that race would go." Last month, Jim Bob announced his candidacy for Arkansas State Senate District 7 seat, according to Arkansas Democrat Gazette. Following backlash for the timing of his campaign, the father of 19 revealed he won't be backing down or staying silent in his fight for the seat. Josh Duggar was found guilty of both possessing and receiving CP in early December. Following the verdict reading, the ex-reality star was ordered straight into custody. The former TLC star looked back at his family when the court read out that he was found guilty. While he didn't cry, Josh was teary-eyed and solemn as he was cuffed, according to the Sun's reporter at the scene. Josh stopped as he was being taken away to tell his wife Anna that he loved her. After Jim Bob and his wife Michelle shared a statement claiming they'll always love Josh, Amy made it a point to remind her family members to promote professional help. In a Twitter post on Saturday, the 35-year-old wrote, "Real therapy, not just thoughts and prayers. Don't get me wrong, I definitely believe in the power of prayer, but I also believe in putting in the work towards your mental health and talking to a skilled professional counselor." Also, after her cousin Jenna Duggar was charged with endangering the welfare of a child, Amy defended her as she said watching multiple kids is hard. The 35-year-old has been nothing but open with her thoughts as her famous family continues to be surrounded by controversy. Amy took to her Instagram story on Saturday to defend Jenna following the charge, writing, "I will call out what is right and will call out what is wrong. This couldn't have been intentional. Thank God the child was okay and found. I bet you were exhausted, stressed, and just emotionally worn out. Watching multiple kids is hard, because there are so many of them and you only have 2 eyes. It's a very sad situation going on and my heart goes out to you, Jenna. Love you."
That's it for now, thank you for watching, please subscribe to stay tuned.